Right, van's parked up now. Managed to get the bivvy up before the rain started. It's just started raining now. Oh, it's a mixture, it's a bit of sleet really, and it is absolutely bitter. You know, I absolutely love it though. Love this weather. Lake of this size, don't know what it is. It's got to be like, I don't know, almost 2,000 acres I reckon, possibly, when it's full. It's a big old place of water. I'm only person fishing. Love it. See if we can catch one despite the weather. Well, it was bitterly cold last night, down to about -5, -6. Actually forecasting -9 for tonight. What you can see is a big high pressure front coming. But, fishing wise, it's just got a single. There's no wrap on this bivvy. Don't like wraps. I think they make everywhere look too dark. I hate being in a bivvy when it's pitch black all the time. No, I don't use no heaters, nothing. That's a 20-year-old sleeping bag. I don't you remember him. That's a Sundridge dew layer. Zip's not worked for about the past 15 years, but you know what, it's still doing me all right. Have plenty of brews. If I can get about 3 or 4 hours sleep per night, then I'm happy. It was a bit cold last night. The cold was keeping me awake, if I'm honest, but instead of using heaters and having extra wraps on the bivvy and stuff like that, I just find it best if you can acclimatise your body really, and sort of like try and get your body used to being a bit cold outside. And when the sun does come up, it feels absolutely glorious, which it is now. I'm getting a few sun rays on the back of my neck. Beautiful. Come on, let's have a bite. See one of these rod tips just to bend over. Beep beep. Could happen. Well, that's it. I'm going to pack up. Did last night in this spot, and no action last night. This morning, although I wasn't expecting much really, because that freezing wind. But I'm going to go to a bit of a point on the lake. Gives me a better view of the lake. Puts me in a deeper water a bit faster as well. So yeah, let's get on with it. Let's get packing down. Well, fully down now. Everything's in the boat. One trip. It's nice and calm. If it was a bit rougher, I'd probably pack the boat a little bit neater, but just flung it on and off we go now. Yes, always gives you a bit of hope when you move onto a second spot, and let's try and catch one. Yeah, on the move now. Nice steady pace. Beautiful morning. Yep. Just going to that point over there. Sort of like sticks out about 30 yards, so it's a good interception point. Although being honest, I don't think the fish have been moving about much this when the weather's like this. Probably all be huddled together somewhere, but carp fishing can surprise you at times. Carp can do the opposite than what you're thinking they're going to be doing, but that's what makes it interesting. There's never a right or wrong way to do things in fishing. You just got to just do what's best for you really. You know what, this is absolutely glorious. That's the view from the bivvy. Oh, beautiful. You know what, I looked at the weather forecast and I thought, oh, seeing that -9, I know it's high pressure, it could well be -9 tonight, but just for these few hours in the afternoon, oh, it's worth it. It's worth it tenfold, I tell you. Rods are out perfect. Just want to make myself a brew. Don't get much better than that for me. Full of anticipation. Is it going to happen? Always a chance. Stunning. Now this is just simply stunning. What a sunset this is. Well, it's going to be a cold one, that's for sure, but who cares when you have it only moments, but it makes it all worthwhile. And that is beautiful. You never know, even one of the rod tips might bend over and I might get a pick up. Here's hoping. Well, check this out. They said it was going to go to -9 tonight in the forecast. You know what, they might be right. It's only 7 o'clock in the evening and it is bitter. You wouldn't think, like, literally just a couple of hours ago I had the sun on my back and now it is bitterly cold. Gee whiz. Look at me, baby. You know what? Not as young as he used to be. Oh, stuff like this never used to affect me, but now I'm getting on a bit. My hands don't half get cold. But yeah, I've got no heat or anything, and yeah, I'm just gonna get in my sleeping bag and hopefully drift off to sleep. But it was that cold last night that I struggled getting to sleep. Hopefully it can drift off and I'll be all right. Get those sun rays in the morning. You never know, I might get woken up by a carp tonight. Come on. Well, last night was the coldest night imaginable. It's they predicted -9 and I reckon it got that down to -9. You know what? I don't think I've ever felt so cold, being honest. But anyways, I've lived to tell the tale. And about 4 o'clock in the morning, this wind picked up from nowhere, and like it was absolutely covered in ice. I'm just making a brew here now. It was covered in ice everywhere. The wind picked up. It went from like -8, -9 to like 1-2 degrees within like 30 minutes. So yeah, that's good. Let this brew. Just a nice bowl of porridge. Making myself a brew. And all is good in the world. I did have, with this new wind though, I did have a massive, it's full of snags this place, old trees, and every time you get a wind, 1 or 2 of them break off and they just follow the wind down. So I've had a couple of big snags blowing to my line, so I've had to redo them. But they're all back out fishing again now. Just no occurrences whatsoever. It does feel like we might get snow now. It's clouded over. I'd say it's about probably at 1 degree at the moment, 1 or 2 degrees, so it definitely feels like snow. It should be quite unusual for down here. But yeah, so who knows what the chances are when it's like this. Who knows? I keep saying there's a chance, but you know what, there is a chance. But not you can make out my hands. It's been gone like a purple colour they have. It was that cold. It took about 3 hours now. It's what, 11 o'clock now. 3 hours just to start getting a bit of circulation in them. Well, wind's picking up. Getting a few white caps out there now. Crashing right into this bay. Never know, it might be a good thing. I know it's a warm wind. I think it's like the 6th of February now, so it's still pretty cold. What it is doing though, which is a pain in the backside, is all the weeds getting on my line, because it's quite a shallow point and it's mega weedy. Yeah, but well, that's fishing big lakes for you. I just have to go and clear it off every hour or so and hope it don't move my lead. But the rods are out there. I feel like I'm fishing well. Absolutely lashed down in all night last night, almost 7 hours non-stop rain. Yeah, I always have my door open, so I fell asleep with the door open and everything got drenched in a bivvy, but hey oh, it doesn't really matter. And the forecast, it's just going to get stronger and stronger, the wind, so let's see what it's like in a couple of hours. Come on, one bite. casting is strong. We've got proper white cap, but the bivvy's just started to give away. And this bivvy is normally mega strong in the wind. Just started to lift up, a couple of beds have come out, so yeah, I've got to get on that mega quick. Indicators come off one of my lines. Nice. Well, it's proper blowing. And that's it, just like that. I think my rods are wiped out. My indicators have fell off. Big old wind now. Got to look after the bivvy, doing alright. If they get stronger and stronger and stronger, I could be goosed. Come on, give us a carp. Well, that's the view from the bivvy door, and as you can see, the wind has got up big time. Saying it's like getting up to 50 miles per hour gusts, but on this particular lake, when the wind starts blowing, it doesn't hard blow, but it's the nature of the beast. Nobody really goes to Salagoop and don't expect big winds, but it does happen. But even though all my rods are perfect, big 10 ounce leads on, I reckon I won't be surprised if they've all moved, because what's happening is it's blowing up beds of weed, and the weed's grabbing hold of the line. And just the force of the weed and this wind, it's just the indicators have come off now, so there's quite a lot of force on those lines. So gutted. So I just hope I get a chance to put the rod back out tonight. It's my last night tonight. So yeah, I need to get those rods back out. Let's hope the wind drops off. And yeah, let's hope this big wind stirs them up. You never know. Come on the car. That was a bit of a nightmare. The wind's dropped off, so go and do a couple of my rods. They were covered in this horrible weed stuff, just couldn't wind in, so I was having to stop every 10 yards to flick it off. But when it's got a bit of a swell, it's difficult to do. But the biggest problem was, all my line got caught up in somebody else's flipping rig. Must have left 200 yards on one out there, big heavy leader. Doesn't bone either. What someone's probably done is just, when they're going to pack in, instead of going out to get the rig, because it's so weedy, it's probably got caught in the weed and just pulled for a break. Absolute bone idle. Real bad angling that over, so that's caused me a right nightmare. Right. Little run is over, but yeah, disgrace that, disgrace. Let's get the rig back out before it goes dark. Well, that was a proper nightmare that really. It's just spent the last couple of hours untangling somebody else's mess. They left 2 rigs, about 500 yards of braid, big leaders, big leads, all lashed up in the weed. My rigs got caught up in their braid, so absolute mare. Especially this wind and the swell. I was like, because their braid was all stuck in the weed, I was like, bolt was stuck above the braid. I was just pulling it with my hands, and the bolt was banging about everywhere. But anyways, thankfully got there in the end. I had to re-spool 2 rods. Line was just a total mess. Yeah, anyways, they're out there now. So yes, last night. Just one chance all I need. Come on the car. An absolute coolie out there. You know what, it's a good job I've got a decent bivvy. Probably got the best bivvy these in the wind. These one of them. Woo. Got fingers crossed that all the pegs hold, because it's getting battered out there. Wow, this is a bit grim, this. Look at that, after the storm last night, got battered all night, and all this weed's blown up my line. it's just everywhere it is. What a nightmare. Too rough to go out in a boat. I'm just going to have to work my way through this, winding in a couple of yards at a time. Looking at all. Oh yeah, nightmare stuff that. That's it, thankfully the rods are in. Just going to empty the boat now. You know what, that's what third or fourth time I've emptied the boat in 2 days. What a place, eh? Love it. Until the next adventure. Well, that's it. Unfortunately, not a bite. Not a thing, not a touch, but you know what, that's carp fishing on these big lakes in the winter time. February, it's hard enough in the summer. I think November, December are a good month, but February, even though despite the warm weather, it takes a lot of days, a lot of warm weather to actually warm the water up. It's such a big volume of water. But did 5 nights, absolutely zilch. But I've got 3 nights left, so I'm off to the canal now for 3 nights, and I'll give it a go there and work my way back up towards the airport, ready to go back to Manchester. Yeah, but yeah, let the adventure continue. Well, the winter campaign on the canal continues. Come to this lovely spot. Well, I'm not sure it's a lovely spot, but it's a spot where I reckon there's going to be a few carp underneath all those boats. It's sort of like yeah, it's like a winter base for the boat, so if there's any carp on this stretch, I'm sure they're going to be under those boats just taking shelter. This wall looks good for one as well. The only tricky bit about this, I'm going to put it down the side, but I've got to like feed the rod. What I'm going to do with this one, I'll just put it here. Nothing special about that. That will do perfect. Yep, I feed it round this tree. Just gotta make sure if I get a pick up, my line ain't gonna touch that wall, otherwise it'd be game over. I'm gonna put this. Put my rod tip as far as I can, possibly round. Perfect, that one. Oh, love it. that's got a fish on that one, sure of it. Right, I've absolutely no idea what's in this stretch, if anything, so that's what I love about fishing these canals. Who knows what you're fishing for? And because they're shallow, you've always got a chance, even in the most bitter conditions, which it is. One fish will do, one chance. That'd be nice. I'll stick a few boilies out over there. Not many. Oops, where's that boilie gun? Using these Nash Citruz, perfect for the winter time. 20 mils. baiting spoon gives a lovely scattered approach, which is perfect. Oops. Probably got about 20 baits around each hook bait there. That will do. It's enough for a bite, that's for sure. Perfect, that'll do. Yeah. Come on, it's got to be one or two carp under on boats. We're fishing. Well, just got the bivvy up. We've got a bit of cloud cover, but they have forecasted going down to -4 tonight at some point. Brolly up. Just bed chair, don't need anything else, no ground sheeted out. My van's close by, so yeah. You know, I probably wouldn't get away with fishing here in the summertime or the spring because it'd be too busy. But because in the middle of January, there's nobody really about. So yeah, let's hopefully I get away with it, and let's hope I get a chance. There's always a chance. Right, I think it's time for a brew. Can't beat first cup of tea of a trip. Well, as it's freezing tonight, stopped at the shop on the way here, and a bit of pork belly. Look at the size of that. I used to call them pig's teeth back in the day. Bit of fat, keep going tonight, that. Lovely. I reckon I'll be able to chew on that for about 2 hours tonight. Oh, that was a cold one last night. Oh, the old sounder box is frozen into my bag. But yeah, that's winter carp fishing for you. It was bitterly cold, but what a glorious morning. You know, it's worth it just to see that, really. Beautiful, makes you feel alive, it does. But yeah, no occurrences. Not at all. I didn't get no liners or anything, which is a shame, really. If we get an odd liner, I'd give me a bit of confidence, but nothing at all. I was convinced there'd be a couple of carp under these boats just sat there in the winter time. Where you got this like house come restaurant that gives off a little bit of heat. You think there'd be a carp around there, but nah. But they're saying I've still got an hour before I got to pack up, so there's always a chance. But yeah, that is that's winter fishing for you. It's it can be tough at times, but yeah, it's got to keep persevering, keep trying. It's oh, you get beautiful mornings like this, so it's all worthwhile. Just one nice carp a do. Come on. Well, the winter campaign continues on the canal, and I've just got one night before I catch the plane tomorrow. So yeah, I've come down, and it's the first time I've ever fished this stretch. Totally new stretch for me, but you know what, I like it. It feels I cycled all this stretch in the summer. Shaz ran it. I thought I'd come back, give it a go. I'm just about to get the rods out. It's about 4 o'clock, so I've got about 2 hours before it goes dark. Yeah, there's plenty of snags, overhanging trees. Margin looks, well, not margin, just near side looks perfect as well. Let's get the rods out and let's try and catch one. This one's just going next to that overhanging tree there. Just going to flick it across. Perfect. Perfect. don't need no back leads because there's no bolts this time of year. Get rusty. Well, this rod's just going down the edge. I'm liking this stretch a lot. Be interesting what occurs here. Just flick it down the edge. Perfect, that one. Perfect. Put some bait on it. That'll do, not putting loads out, just enough to get a bite. Only here for one night. This rod is going by this lock gate down here. Oh, it almost went in then. That's carrying too many things. The wind. That would have been a disaster. Yes! Well, check this out. I've been on the plane in 2 hours time. I thought I'd do an overnight near the airport, and I'm just packing up. I'm leaving it to the last minute on the rod saws off. So, what a fish as well. It's just under 40 pounds, a couple of ounces under 40. Big beautiful mirror. Yes! I'm going to put you back, fish, don't you worry. Have a look at this, what a beauty. Absolute beautiful fish. Check that out. It is a stunner. So happy with that. Yeah, making an effort. It's all worthwhile. Let's put you back. Oh. Yes. Oh, I'm at the airport car park and just drying some gear out. I've got about 15 minutes, so I've got my unhooking mat out. Got the old waist sling and retainer. My landing net's hanging over the side of the van. But you know what? I don't really care because I'm well happy catching that fish. Yeah. I'm gonna have a van stinking of carp slime when I get back. Yes. So that's what it's about, trying to make the most of your time. I had that fish this morning, 7 o'clock, and I'm catching a flight home at 10 o'clock, so yeah, make the most of it. Hey, oh, we've got a rock on. Yeah, oh, you know what, it's tough. These lakes are tough. Sanagoo's tough, and but you know what, you wouldn't have it, or I wouldn't have it any other way. When you do get one, the reward is brilliant.